Whatever is happening in Rivers State now as it take concern this local government election, do not take it for granted. What they are doing now is that they are showing you how the 2027 election will happen. Now, Rivers State is a litmus test to, test what they will do in 2027. It is already playing out. Don't say I did not tell you. Are you getting it? The illegal, unconstitutional election, local government election that is happening in Rivers State, all of you are bearing witness to it. There shouldn't be election under a state of emergency in the first place. But Tinubu and Nigeria Suwike, they are keeping quiet, or rather, now them they push say election must happen in that state. And it's happening today, August 30th. Oh, now, the one that will bust your head. Now, do you know the one that will bust your brain now? Okay. BVAS. BVAS election now. There is no BVAS in this election. And check across the local government election that has held across all over Nigeria. If you like say BVAS was not in use. Some used BVAS, some did not use BVAS. How then do you check registered voters, accredited voters without the BVAS? Because the BVAS go mitigate against overvoting. The BVAS will go use know whether overvoting day or in no day. I be not be so. If not, why did they bring in BVAS in the first place? They have gone back to manual. We were on manual now before they now introduce technology, BVAS. How let's back to manual. Now listen to this. The excuse that INEC gave in the last election why they did not transmit presidential election, they say there was a glitch, and that them now they have the prerogative, they have the right to either transmit or not transmit according to the Electoral Act. That the Electoral Act empower them to either transmit or not. In fact, say the Electoral Act informs them or permits them to use whatever means to conduct election, whether technology or no technology. That was how the case was determined in the Supreme Court. That was how they decided that presidential election in the Supreme Court. That INEC have the right to either transmit or not transmit. That they have the right to choose whatever means they want to use and they conduct election. And that will happen in 2027. They may not use BVAS to conduct election in 2027. It's happening now in Rivers State. And remember, APC refused to partake in the election of Osun State. Why? Because they say BVAS is not in use or was not in use, so they will not partake or take part in that election. Now, when they get problem inside that state too, we will come there say they don't seize the local government allocation or they won't seize. Whether they don't seize, that be they want no. When I hear that talk that time now, they don't finally seize the allocation. I no. The same thing is happening in Rivers State now. Election is ongoing. No BVAS. No BVAS. So watch this video.
We would actually speak to one of the electoral officials right now who is still trying to prepare the materials for voters to cast their vote. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Okay, please can you tell us your name?
Ichemwa Justice.
All right. We noticed that you came like 9:28 a.m. and you're still trying to, prepare the materials here. But what are you really expecting from this day?
My job here is just to make sure everything goes smoothly and people vote according to their parties. That's just it.
All right. Do you have enough materials for voters to actually, exercise their franchise?
Yes, I have enough voters because I still have their names and orders for me to attend to them.
How many number of voters are registered at this polling unit?
I can't say at the moment.
You don't have the records?
I have the records, but I have other jobs doing. So anyone that comes, I check and the person registered because I still have enough paper for them here to register.
Okay. Well, can you give us an estimate?
I can't give you that, ma'am.
But the number of voters registered, you still don't have that figure as well?
because I just came into this polling unit, so I'm still on my records, which you can see I'm making the stamps for them to register, so I can't go there for now, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much. So we'll be monitoring activities at this polling unit, and we'll definitely report back accordingly. Back to you, John.
All right, Kumbi, just before I let you go, we'll try and get the number of voters in that polling unit, but that's quite critical. But before we let you go, I want you to find out from him or whoever is assisting him, how are they voting? Are they using BVAS? You know, at least for the national election state, we're clear on BVAS will help us determine the number of registered voters so that we don't have overvoting and the shenanigans that happen in election. So if there is no BVAS being used, biometrics to determine who is an authentic voter at that polling unit and determining, avoid rigging and all of that, how would they be able to assure credibility of the exercise? Just help us find out about whether they're using BVAS or not.
Okay, so let me go back to the electoral official. Would like to know, sir, are there BVAS here? Because we can't see anything currently. We just see that there are papers and it's the manual process.
It's just a manual process.
So you're not making use of BVAS here at this polling unit?
No.
Why is that though? Because I mean, it's expected that BVAS is used, during the election.
Depending on what they provide for the election, that's what we are going to use at the polling unit.
Okay, so it wasn't provided, BVAS wasn't provided for this polling unit?
It wasn't provided, generally.
Thank you so much. So, like you said, there's no BVAS here. We only can see the manual process, which is the paper stamp, where they put the ink and then they stamp. So, we expect that this polling unit actually sees a lot of voters come by, because right now we haven't seen anyone even waiting for the officials to finish the process that they've started. But
you don't see them. Most of you are going to talk, but the last election that Fubara conducted before state of emergency came on board, there was no BVAS at all. INEC did everything that they could to frustrate that election. Remember, INEC did not even release voters register. It was the one that they released to them before. I think during that general election that they used to release new one. INEC said no release, and the governor was hell bent on conducting that election because it doesn't say both Wike, INEC, and everybody want frustrate them, make you not conduct that election. They went ahead with the register that they have to conduct that election, and there was no case of overvoting, undervoting, or whatever. And now why people stood by that election? Supreme Court still cancelled it and said that they should go and do another one. Now the one that they are doing now, no BVAS, no BVAS. You hear what the guy said? He said, I don't even know the number of people that are registered in this. I'm still working. We are still coming. I beg Allah. In body language, now just, guy, I beg, free me, I beg. They don't tell us what we will do. Remember, I told you, result has already been written. All those ways they do for there, now for formality. Edela result. This is how election will happen in 2027 if we don't kick against it. Are you getting it? No wonder this content creator, Peter Randy, is clamoring for electoral reform. Can we call electoral reform? Let it be spelled out that BVAS must be used, election must be transmitted. If they still go by this, INEC have the choice to either transmit or not transmit. INEC have the choice to use whatever means to correct it. Election will never be free and fair in this. Under our nose, in broad daylight, this one's the apple. And it seems everybody is keeping quiet too. Oh, you could call on and keep quiet. Is that right? Hey, Rivers State. Asawana, asa proko, asa ngranga. Lekwayana, it don't happen now. All the asawana now don't keep. Nobody there. It's all right. I will see you later.
For over a decade, this has been the birthplace of innovation. Innocent Vehicles is a testament to resilience, employing international best practices to create more than just a car. Every vehicle here tells a story of durability, fuel economy and safety. Crafted with the African spirit, the Nigerian heart. These vehicles surrounding me embody the unique concept of regionalization, each one designed to cater to the tastes and preferences of our people. From the streets in Nigeria to the terrains of the Sahara, these vehicles are designed for our roads, for our people. This is more than a vehicle. It's a symbol of our progress, our resilience, our collective success story. Your feedback drives us to continuously innovate and improve. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.